Hello, everyone, and welcome to round 16 of the ARL PC Split 2 Championship. We're in Abu Dhabi, and we're starting with a side-by-side comparison of qualifying.
Yeah, this is of course a new feature on our channel, and I wasn't too sure how to make it, but in the end I found a way to find a way to edit them both in. But actually, these both laps that you're about to see, they're not actually our fastest laps. My lap is the fastest lap that I did, but yours isn't. That's right.
It's pretty close, though. It's close enough, I think.
Yeah.
Not very many differences in the setup. Pretty similar, except for the rear roll bar. You're running 11.1, and I'm running 11.11. So here we go at the start of the qualifying lap, going into turn 1. And taking about the same amount of curb, but it looks like you went a little bit wider, a little bit more curb on the exit. Very similar line for this high-speed S section, but it does look like you had the DRS open partway through, so I think that might have helped you a little bit. And you took a lot more curb there for turn 5, or excuse me, turn 6. And I got a very, very wide line for the hairpin, so already a big difference between us. It looks like probably about two to three tenths of a different 2 to 3 tenths of a second difference already going down this first straightaway. Very similar gearing, so not expecting too much change going down the straights here, and going into the chicane in between them. Again, very similar lines. You took a little bit more curb on the exit though. You seem to be just taking more. You seem to be more aggressive with the curbs in general, which seems to be helping a lot. Very similar braking points going in here, and I am quite a ways back though. You can really see the difference. Used up all of our curves, and you can see here we're about 7 or 8 tenths difference. Big difference already, and we're only 2/3 through the lap. And coming through the very tight kind of right-hand corner section with these terrible curbs. I hate these train track curbs that you can get caught on. And taking a similar amount of curb again for that turn 20 there, but again, you're using a lot more of the exit curbs than we are. And here you can see the difference. Ended up being about 8 tenths between the two of us. You finished with a 39.642 on the prime tires, and I finished with a 140.410 on the prime tires as well. Hussein is starting on the options, so you did very good to qualify second out of the people who were on the prime tires. Really nice lap.
Yeah, I matched my PB in practice, so I think that was a pretty good lap, and I wasn't too good on the last sector. I just kind of struggled there, and I couldn't get when you're going under the hotel. It's I think that's the most hardest part of the circuit to
Yeah, it looked
get
like you
those.
had a little bit of understeer on turn 18 going underneath the hotel. So yeah, not the best sector 3, but your sectors 1 and 2 were so good that it didn't matter in the end.
Yeah. So here we go with the race strategy. I'm going on lap 15 on the option tire and using normal fuel. And you were using aggressive, right?
Yes, I made kind of a last-minute decision. I believe it was the night before the race that I was going to go ahead and try an aggressive fuel setup. Sector 3, you're really not getting above 4th gear. You do kind of get into 5th gear going into turn 17, but not much. And here we go. 5 lights and they're out, and we are racing in Abu Dhabi. Hussein Kadwa has gotten a really bad start, especially considering he's starting on the option. He's pushing you wide going into this turn 1. Took a lot of curb, and that's letting Linios in front of you. And the dirty air effect here in this high-speed section is brutal, especially with the full weight of the fuel, and that sent you over the curbs. And here we're going into turn 5 and 6, and Vernie's gone right off the track. Oh no, and he came right back onto the track in front of you. And that's like Kiku by, Racing Genius by, all 3 of them got by you.
Yeah,
really unfortunate.
That was a bit of dirty driving from Vernie. I might have pushed him on the braking zone to the braking zone of turn 5. He was on the outside, and I think it just felt that he was justified to take that corner back.
Yeah, he might not have meant to come that far back onto the track either, so I'm not sure how much of that was intentional. But here we go on the back straight, and you got a nice run coming out of that chicane, looking to get past Vernie and Racing Genius, I believe it was. Yep, Vernie and Racing Genius. And as Linios disconnects, just barely after sector 2 line there, losing the back end, a little bit of oversteer there. Racing Genius coming up the inside, and it looks like he's got that position. Maybe not. No, yeah, it looks like he's got that position.
Yeah, the trouble with the back straight is that it's very dirty offline. It's full of marbles, and
even on lap 1.
Yeah, you could see me slipping and sliding all over the place after running on the marbles for so long.
Yeah, that is something that hopefully they'll have fixed for F1 2013, because yeah, there's a lot of marbles on the right side of that straight. Even during qualifying, the opening laps of the race, when there really shouldn't be any marbles on the track.
Yeah.
And so we're starting lap 2 now, and you're in 6th place, so you've lost some positions, and we're gonna have a replay here of my start.
On 8th place, and pretty good start, and coming up to the first corner, and big lag moment, and you lost the back end. And you lost an end plate.
Yep, end plate lost. Turn 1 already a few seconds behind everyone. So yeah, that was unfortunate. No one's fault though. That was all me and that lag moment. I think the lag moment may have contributed to the oversteer of that corner, but I'm not 100% sure. It certainly didn't help. That's for sure. And Racing Genius gone very wide into turn 8 there, which has given you a good run and up to Rich Mix. And yeah, it looks like you've gotten that position. Back up to 5th place now.
Yeah. On the first lap, I felt like when you're going on the marbles, like your left wheels are... Oh, hit the ball out there. Your left wheels are on the clean side and your right wheels are on the dirty side. It feels like you're...
oh, no.
Oh,
that's a big
moment.
Lag moment. That's dropped you down all the way to 8th and put me up into 6th. And Silver Arrow's
ghosting.
Just ghosting right through you. Not fake ghosting, just regular ghosting. And we're coming to the end of lap 2 now. So this has been a really exciting start of the race for you. From 3rd down to 6th, up to 5th, back down to 8th, and we're not even at the end of lap 2.
Yeah, we can in hindsight say that Zephyr also had a lag moment. Like
That's right. That's right, and that actually dropped him from 1st to 3rd, was it?
Yeah, that's right. Going side by side with Silver Arrow here.
Oh, wow, just barely keeping the position, and that's me in front and taking my very strange line through that chicane there. And
let's see if I get DRS on you.
Let's see. Oh man, and I've gotten a great run though out of that hairpin. Holy cow, I think that right there we're seeing the difference of the aggressive fuel, which is exactly one of the reasons that I decided to go for it. In these opening laps, going to Rich Mix, I'm just pulling away from everyone in these straights.
Yeah, as I was saying on this straight, when you're going slightly off the line, it feels like you have a left rear puncture. Like your wheel is trying to nudge you over to the clean side. It's really strange.
Yeah. It's definitely not the best place to pass just because of that. But unfortunately, it is one of the best places to pass because of the DRS zone ahead of it, allowing you to get nice and close up to whoever it is you're looking to pass. And then, of course, you get the DRS on the second straight, which is where a lot of people try and get that pass done.
Yeah, that's right. And you're using lean for this whole of the last sector?
Yes, pretty much all of Sector 3. During the prime stint, I'm going into lean at the end of right at the beginning of Sector 3, right at the end of that second DRS zone, and using it all the way till this last corner. As I'm coming around the apex, I put it into standard, and then I'm using standard for pretty much all of Sector 1. And again, on this prime run, I'm using even some lean mix for this tight chicane, turns 5, 6, and 7. Let's see if I'm. Yep, I go down to lean once I hit 6th gear, braking, going through this tight section in lean. Really no benefit to being in standard or rich. Oh, going very wide through that hairpin though, and then back up to.
I'm right behind you now.
Yep, and I'm using, but I go right up to rich mix 3 for the straight, and and you got DRS here.
Let's see if I do. I'm coming way back behind you. Oh.
And looks like you made it though. Yep, some slight contact, nothing major though. Oh, it looks like Zephyr's had a big moment.
Yeah.
He's just facing the complete wrong way.
That's gone horribly wrong for him.
Yeah, that is really unfortunate from Zephyr. He was the highest qualifier out of everyone on the primes. He started the race in 2nd place, then had that lag moment. Oh, a little bit of oversteer for turn 11 there. No positions lost though. Staying in 5th place for now with Hussein up ahead and myself behind.
Yeah, we can tell that Zephyr had a little contact with Hussein Kadwa. They were going really slowly to turns 8 and 9, and the game just decided to spin Zephyr out for some reason.
Yep, minor contact, and it just spun him right around. Really unfortunate.
Yeah, coming up to the last corner, starting lap 5. Big oversteer moment. Trying to pull out the gap to you. And
Field's pretty tight still, though.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh my gosh! And it looks like that cone has completely destroyed your front wing and given you a front left puncture. Wow, that is really unfortunate, and that's on turn 1. So now you have to do. Let's see this again. Oh gosh, yeah, it's just the cone. The cone did that to your car.
Yeah. Thanks, Codemasters.
that is really unfortunate. I can't tell you. I did see Zephyr do that when I was doing some practice with him earlier in the week, but I have personally hit that cone and not had that happen before. So that is really unfortunate. What place were you in? 5th at the time when that happened, and that's moved me now up to 5th. Yeah, that is just really unfortunate.
And that's pretty much race over for me, but I decided to continue on and try to make it back to the pits, and if there's gonna be some contact or accidents ahead, so
absolutely
I might get some positions back.
Absolutely. If there's anything I've learned from watching Jensen Button in Canada, you can never give up on these races. You never know what's gonna happen.
Yeah, that's true. Try to summon up some Finnish sisu. Those who know what sisu, or those who don't know what sisu is, it basically means courage in Finnish, or actually, it's more of a mentality that you never give up.
And we can see you drop back quite a bit on the minimap. We can see you're just getting through Sector 3 now as everyone else is starting lap 6. So we could see right there on the map just how detrimental to your race that has been. And but it's very good to see that you haven't given up. Hopefully we can come home still with some kind of points. Of course, there are only 9 people left in the race now that Linios has disconnected, so you are guaranteed at least some points. But hopefully you can even improve on that 9th place position.
Yeah, here I'm coming to the pits. It's it wouldn't have been so bad if I just had lost my front wing, because I could have just driven pretty much okay. Of
Absolutely.
course, it's a big disadvantage, but the puncture was just too much.
Right. Yeah, that's what really makes it hard. It's, you know, when your wing is gone, you got to brake a little early to make the corner. You got to be careful on the brakes so you don't lock up, of course, because you don't have any front downforce. But with a tire puncture like that, there's nothing you can do to go quickly at all. And so now we can see, yeah, you are just starting Sector 2 while everyone else is starting Sector 3. So, but you are on a brand new set of primes. Hopefully you can pump in some nice laps and start closing that gap down.
Yeah, I'll certainly try, but the gap looked like something like 40 seconds. So, oh, Hussein Khan was gone. He's had a big moment.
Big moment coming out of turn 14 there. Thankfully, though, he was nice and cautious returning onto the track. I could tell you I was a little concerned when I saw him coming back on the track in front of me, but he gave me plenty of room. Very safe track entry there from Hussein.
Yeah, that lifts you up to 4th place, so making good grounds here.
Yeah, I can tell you I was pretty disappointed after that turn 1 lap 1 spin. So being in 4th place before the first stint is even over was not something that I was expecting. So I was very happy at this point in the race.
Yeah, and you seem to be managing the gap pretty well to Silver Arrow.
Doesn't look like I'm really closing in on Racing Genius though, and wow, there goes Silver Arrow right past on the outside of turn 5. That was a beautiful pass from Silver Arrow. He really he figured out exactly what my braking point was. Oh, and there's a little bit of another lag moment there. I do have DRS on him though, so I'm gonna close down that gap a little bit. Hopefully get DRS for this next straight.
Yeah, he looks like he's gone wide.
Yeah, and he's gone right off the track.
And he decided to give you the position as I do the fastest lap of the race.
Yep, 143.773. That's a whole second faster than mine. So if you could do that for the next 10 laps, then that'll put you 10 seconds at least closer to whoever's in front of you at the moment. Is that Kiku who's in 8th at the moment?
Yeah, I think so. And actually, I didn't think of it too much at the time. I just figured I'd go for primes, but in hindsight, I should have gone for prime option at this point.
It was the start of lap 5 when that happened, so yeah, you would have been doing 23 laps divided by 2. So yeah, you probably could have done option. That may have helped a little bit.
Yeah. But it is a long way back. But here we are on lap 12. We skipped a couple of laps.
Yeah, Silver Arrow is right behind, but this is where the benefit of my setup comes into play, is on these top speed sections. I got the, you can see my fuel is up to +1. I've done enough fuel saving in Sector 3 to actually move me up from optimal into +1. And that's my goal in this first stint, is to actually use less than 1 lap of fuel per lap. While still maintaining rich mix for the majority of these straights.
Right. And actually,
and I think that was a rear lockup under braking for turn 11. I think I missed my braking point, slammed on the brakes, and my 4753 brake bias caused the back end to just step right out, and that's let Silver Arrow by and given him a nice gap as well. I'm not sure I'm going to get DRS on the next lap.
Yeah, we'll see how you do. But big corner cut there.
Big corner cut there.
As we skip to lap 14, and you're still chasing Silver. And did you change your strategy after seeing I collided with the cone?
Yes, I did. I was pretty confident that was your dot on the minimap there going through Sector 3 at the beginning of Sector 3 right now. So I was pretty confident that I could pit on lap 15, get an extra lap on the option tires, maybe do an undercut on Silver Arrow and not disrupt your race at all. Also, I was pretty confident that because you had to pit on lap 5, that you would not be pitting on lap 15. I felt pretty good about that. So at the same time, I didn't want to give away the strategy by giving you a radio communication letting you know that I was pitting. So I didn't say anything, but I was pretty confident that this was not going to disrupt your race in any way.
Yep, and you were right.
Good.
So here we are coming up to the back straight. You've got DRS. Closing up nicely. Oh, bit of lag.
Oh, looking to the inside.
Let's see how I do. Closing down. No,
nope.
not this time.
Yep, he has maintained that position. Very good defensive driving from Silver. It's almost better to be on the outside for that corner just because there's a corner right after it, a right-hand corner. So he did a very good job defending that.
Yeah,
And I wasn't looking to pass. You could tell I actually went to mix 2 rather than mix 3. I was just kind of trying to do some fuel saving while keeping up with him. So I wasn't really looking to make that pass happen right there, but then with those lag issues, I thought maybe I had a chance.
Yeah, coming up to the pits. Nice pit entry.
Yep, no corner cuts there. That's actually one of the things I was looking for in practice. For some reason, every time I came into the pits in practice, it gave me a corner cut warning. And of course, I'm getting my wing replaced, so this is going to be a little bit of a long pit stop. Yep, almost 5.4 seconds.
Yeah, if Silver doesn't need to replace his wings, that's probably meaning that you won't make the undercut.
Yep, unfortunately, but hopefully that will mean I can at least maintain that gap to him. As Hussein does a fastest lap of the race. He is on the primes now, and he's ahead of me, actually.
Yeah, he's probably pit on maybe lap 12 or something.
Yeah, something like that. Again, he did start on the options. He was the only person to qualify in the options. So I'm definitely looking to get past him as soon as possible right here. I don't want a prime tire driver holding me up at all. So I'm definitely looking to make this pass happen as soon as possible. I'm not going to be really waiting for any lucky moments. I'm trying to make my own luck happen here.
Yeah, he's had a bad turn 8 and 9, and that's allowed you to close in down, and you've got DRS. We go on the inside.
Oh wow! And that was a little bit. It looked like it looked like he was leaving the door open, but then he started to kind of close it right as I was coming up alongside. But thankfully, no contact. He did give me the room, and I was able to hang on to that position.
Yeah, if you remember the last year's F1 race at Abu Dhabi, that's what I think Vettel did with Grosjean, and he put all 4 wheels over the white line, and I think he gave the position back just to make sure.
That's right. I do remember that now. Yeah, he had to give the position back to Grosjean and then make that pass later on.
Yeah. But nice pass anyway. And starting lap 17. And as we skip to lap 19, and we're on board with me, and the gap is now 28 seconds.
And when did you pit for these option tires that you're on right now? When did you pit for those?
I think on lap 18 or 19, so they're just maybe
very
one
fresh.
Lap old.
Yeah, very fresh, and you're going to be able to push as hard as you like for the rest of this race, with only 9 laps to do on this set of options. That's going to really give you the freedom to just go as fast as you possibly can, especially with the clear air.
Yeah, before this lap I saw Zephyr do a 1 minute 41.3, I think. So he has the fastest lap up at the moment, but I intentionally decided to just go 1 lap full on rich mix and try to get the fastest lap.
Might as well.
And hitting the limiter on 6th gear, I decided not to go to 7th gear for some reason.
I've done that too on that straight. When you don't have DRS, sometimes it's kind of iffy whether or not you should bother going up into 7th, because it's just going to make your braking that much more compromised. And beautiful shots as we go through the underneath the hotel here. The reflections on the Lotus, just looking absolutely beautiful.
Yeah, if something's done right on this game, it's this track on the night setup.
Absolutely, Abu Dhabi is absolutely gorgeous looking, and wow, a 141.272. Now that's definitely the fastest lap of the race so far. That's wow, that's almost a full second faster than my current best. So that is a really impressive lap. And we skip now to the beginning of lap 27. 2 laps left in the race. I'm in 4th place, and it looks like I am actually reeling in the Ferraris here.
Yeah, I'm still ahead, and Racing Genius following him behind. And you definitely got DRS this time.
And it was Silver Arrow right behind me, but now it looks like Zephyr is taking that position, and I do get DRS.
And so does Racing Genius. Let's see how you do in the braking.
Braking very conservatively. I knew I wasn't gonna be making the pass there, so just trying to not.
Oh, Racing Genius a little out of shape.
Yep, it looks like he got onto the curbs a little heavy, and I've got DRS again. But it looks like he's got DRS as well. Yeah, his DRS flap is open. He got DRS on Amstel, so no chance to make a pass here. He's got the inside line, and then again for this next corner. So he's maintained that position for now.
Yeah, only 1.5 laps to go, so if you're gonna make a pass, you need to do it soon.
Yeah, very soon. Not much time left, but it does look like he got a little bent out of shape for turn 14. We almost went side by side for turns 15, 16. And it looks like I've got a much better racing line for turn 18 here. And, oh, yeah, he's gone very wide from turn 19. I hope I didn't lag bubble him there. But I'm going to give him plenty of room for turn 20 here. And he hangs on to that position.
Yeah, he needed to go defensive almost. Maybe 5 corners straight, and that's allowed Amstel to pull up. Great gap.
And so we're starting the last lap, lap 28, and you can see my fuel actually just went from +1 lap to optimal. So I have enough fuel in my car to run rich for this entire last lap, which is not something I was necessarily planning on, but I was planning to, do some nice fuel conservation. That way I'm able to battle right up until the end here.
Yeah, looks like Racing Genius might not have DRS this time, so you have a good chance. Good chance.
Good gap to Amstel.
Yeah, let's see how you do. Just storming by.
Oh, early braking, got the inside line though, and I did it. I am able to hang on to that position. I got some curves left, staying in rich mix, using my curves.
And I think Racing Genius is now battling with Zephyr behind.
Yes, and they both have DRS, but because of their battling on each other, I take a very defensive line going into that turn 11, 12, and 13 section. And Racing Genius is right behind me. I'm staying in rich mix though, and it's looking like he just does. Yeah, as we hear the radio message saying that the car behind is out of fuel. So if I can just keep the car on the track, stay in rich mix here, I think this third place is going to be mine.
Yeah, looking good. Only 2 corners left. Oh, Zephyr's replaced Racing Genius. He's gone past.
Oh, Racing Genius is back.
They're trading places.
Oh, Zephyr, now it's Silver Arrow.
Holy
cow. Holy cow, what a tight finish to that race. You can see on the mini-map here, man, those reflections just look so nice on your car. You can see on the mini-map just how close the field was between second all the way down to 7th. Really close. The race, it kind of spread out a little bit in the middle, and then in the closing stages there, it just everyone started to bunch up again, which just making for a really exciting finish.
Yeah, spinning out in the end. And we have to say that Kiku also did the same thing that I did. He hit the bollard on the first corner and his
same bollard? Wow.
Yes.
So Codemasters, if you're listening, get going on fixing that. Clearly the bollard on turn 1 is too strong. So that's a 3rd place finish for me, 15 points, and an 8th place finish for you, 4 more points. Not a bad race. It could have gone worse. It definitely could have gone better for you, but I think I did pretty good. I was not expecting a 3rd place position. I didn't feel like I had the pace at this track, so I really was not expecting a podium in Abu Dhabi at all.
Yeah, you pulled it out of the bag, so that's a good result. Of course, you are chasing Vernie in the championship and now actually extending your lead over Racing Genius.
Yeah, unfortunately, because Vernie won this race, he's extending his lead at the top. He's up to 233 points now, and I am at 185. So I have a 48-point gap to Vernie currently, with only 2 races left in the season. So I would have to win both of the races that are left, and Vernie would have to score 2 points or less in those races. So it's certainly looking like right now like the Split 2 championship is in the bag for Vernie.
Yeah, it certainly looks that way because the attendance has been too good at the last races. So even if he just finishes somewhere in the middle, he's got the championship in the bag.
Yeah, even if he gets a couple of ninth places, he'll still be weighing it. And Amstel's second place finish has actually moved him above you in the championship. He's moved up to 6th, which has relegated you down to 7th. You're only 9 points behind him though, with 2 races left to go, and then only 3 more points to SHX. So just a 12-point gap from you to SHX in the Toro Rosso. So not a feat that's impossible. Certainly, if you can put together some nice races for Austin and Brazil, we might see you take that 5th place position off of SHX.
Yeah, we'll hope that we don't get any crazy incidents like that in the last 2 races.
But let's see here. So you did end up, that was the fastest lap of the race that we saw with a 141.272. Almost, or I'm sorry, yep, 141.272, almost a full second faster than my fastest lap of 142.113.
Yeah, that was the only joy that I could get out of that race, so managed to do something.
Yep, you definitely had the pace, so really disappointing that happened. So, but hopefully we can turn it all around for Austin and get some nice points on the board. And yeah, I'm really looking forward to it. No break weeks left. Austin is going to be on September 8th, and then we have Brazil on September 15th, and that's going to be it for the season.
Yeah, it's been a great season so far, and we hope to finish it in a good way. So we'll hope
Absolutely.
you stick around, and we'll keep the videos going.
All right, thanks everyone for watching, and have a great day.
See ya.